So how do you think you live tweet someone getting beaten up? No, I'm asking you, because I don't know. Oh my god. First of all, I would like to just happily point out how many cans of Diet Coke I've had tonight. let me just count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, 5, okay. 6. It's 4 a.m. I have a problem. Hey guys, it's Watson, coming at you from a really weird angle. Fun fact, I never use a tripod. I'm currently using a glass and a bottle of nail polish remover. But fuck it, honestly. This video is gonna be another story time. Shocker. I know I'm low-key pulling a Tana Mojo, got fucked with a toothbrush kind of thing, you know, not saying it's completely clickbait, but it's mainly clickbait. This is the story of apparently I got beat up by a 12-year-old. Also, I was nearly a missing child, so I'm gonna put them together. But yeah, here we go. Well, let me give you a little bit of backstory. Basically, I know a lot of people in town that I don't go to school with, essentially. And so, a lot of the times, I think it's the appearance or something, but people like to make up rumors about me because people know who I am. Even if I don't really know who they are, they just kind of know who I am. I don't think it's that weird, I guess. When you look a little bit strange, people tend to talk about you. Therefore, you tend to kind of get rumors made up about you. This is no exception. Basically, everything is going completely swimmingly in my life, no problem, until I go into town and meet up with another friend that don't go to my school. I know them mutually, so they're not super close to me. Does that make any sense? And so I was talking to them, and they mentioned another friend's name. Let's call this friend. A really fuckboy name. JD. Alright, so this is JD. So, JD is 12. Yeah, I know where you think this is going. Okay, no, JD is 12. And I was kind of friends with him at the time. I mean, I wasn't like friends with him, but he was in his 12-year-old phase where basically when you're 12, you think if you hang out with people that are older than you or are friends with people that are older than you, it makes you seem cooler. Me, being 15, 16 kind of thing, I must have been the target. And so JD thought it would be cool to kind of like hang around with me on occasion, you know what I mean? And so I was like, yeah, I mean, you can like hang if you want, but you're probably not gonna have like a lot of fun. You know, I'm pretty boring. And so he would hang around with me on a couple occasions, and not just me. I was with other friends at the time who also went, I don't know what schools they go to. I was hanging around with them, my age. And so he would kind of like cling on to our little group. You know, so it all seemed fine and good. I mean, you know, he was a sweet little kid. He wasn't anything crazy. I mean, he liked to pretend like, oh yeah, man, I got like stoned before, I smoked some weed, you know. Not that that's what we're always talking about. I mean, like, but yeah, he liked to kind of try to lie. Basically try to impress people a lot, because he was 12. That's what you do when you're 12. Everybody did it when they're 12. They wanted to hang out with older people, and they wanted to impress people more. It's just a 12-year-old thing. I think it's instinct. You want to impress people. And so, like, I was like, chill, you know, I'm like, you know what, he's 12. It's what people do. But then my friends started getting a little bit annoyed by him. And so was I. I was kind of getting a little bit annoyed that he was consistently kind of clinging, even though it's not that he didn't really have a place to hang out with us. But it wasn't, he was just like annoying. He was annoying and he was 12. Do you get what I mean? Like, yeah. And so it got to the point where he would text us and be like, can I hang out with you? Are you gonna be in town? And we started lying and saying, no, we're not gonna be in town today, sorry. And so, you know, what do you do when you don't want to hang out with someone? So I guess after like the second month, he must have like caught on or some shit, I don't know. And so he was basically like, okay, fine, and he stopped messaging us. I thought that was the end of JD. Until recently, I went into town, met up with one of my other friends that used to be in this group, because I didn't really hang out with them as much anymore, I kind of faded out. But I was hanging out with them, and they were like, have you spoken to JD recently? Have you seen him? And I said, no. And of course, I hear from this person, this lovely person, that a rumor has sprung up. She comes to me and she says, he's been telling people a lot of weird things about you. Why? I don't really know. So I hear from this friend that apparently JD has been telling people that he beat me up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I got beat up by a 12-year-old. Allegedly. Jesus Christ, I sound like TMZ, honestly. But no, not only did I apparently get beaten up by a 12-year-old, but his 11-year-old accomplice compadre apparently was live tweeting. The entire occasion. So how do you think you live tweet someone getting beaten up? No, I'm asking you, because I don't know. I mean, I could give you an example of what he said. I mean, I'm not gonna share his Twitter for like privacy reasons, but he basically what that included was him being like, oh my god, he's beating her up. OMG, OMG lol, OMG lol, she's crying. OMG lol, 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 lol. OMG, lol, she's crying. OMG, OMG, he just fucking punched her. OMG, he just punched her in the face. In the face, lol. OMG, OMG. How 12-year-olds tweet. He was the stereotype of a tweeting 11-year-old, except he was live tweeting me getting beat up. I'm just wondering how I would look getting beat up by a 12-year-old in actuality, because I'm like 4'11". So I text him as if nothing's wrong, like, yo, what's up? He just texts me back like nothing's the matter. He was like, yeah, you know, not much, what about you? So we go around texting for a conversation pretty normally. And then eventually I get to it, and I'm like, what's this I hear about me getting beat up by you? And of course he instantly like completely denies it. He's like, I don't know what happened, you know, whatever. And then until then I say, really? Because apparently on your Twitter, you bragged about it, and your friend live tweeted the entire event. Then he tries to play it up by, oh, I just got hacked, I don't know what happened, like he probably got hacked too. And then he slowly begins to realize that, you know, his little fucking disguise of I got hacked isn't gonna really work anymore, okay? He realizes that. And then he kind of tries to tell me off. Ladies and gentlemen, I was about to get roasted by a 12-year-old. Alright, I mean, I'm 4'11". I like to think that in a situation involving getting beat up, I would kind of know what I was doing. Like, I have no actual muscles, but can I pretend? Yes. Well, and once he realizes that there's no explaining his way out of this, he tries to roast me, basically going, yeah, maybe next time you won't lie to me and tell me you and your friends aren't going into town when you are. In his little obnoxious 12-year-old voice. 12-year-olds, I don't normally have a problem with them. I know a lot of people do. A lot of people hate the 12-year-old age group. They hate 12-year-olds, and it's just, like specifically 12. There's no 13, 11 hate. It's always just a 12-year-old. And I don't hate 12-year-olds. I don't hate kids. Not that I'm not a kid, I'm like 5. But I don't have a specific hate for the 12-year-old. I know a lot do, but I have a specific hate for this 12-year-old for a very good reason. Honestly, JD, if you're watching this, please go fuck yourself. Thank you. Second story. Apparently, I was a missing child. Fun fact, I didn't actually know about this story until recently, but I'm sharing it with the world. So this story begins with me living in the house, ironically enough, the house next door to me. But now, I'm living in my neighbor's house, because rent. And this is a house, ironically enough, I was missing in. So me and my neighbor have always gotten pretty well. She's a very sweet lady. Let's call her Laura. So she was fun. We'd have a lot of time. We would bake apple pies. We would do art together. It's just fun. You know, she's a fun person, and it's fun to be around her. And so I, of course, flocked to this house all the time when I was a kid. But usually I asked my parents, you know where this is going? Kind of. But one of the days, I was like 5, 4. I decided it would be fun to just go over to her house and say hi. So I walk over to her house, because she's like right next door. We like share a driveway. I walked over to her house, knocked on the door, and said, hi, how are you? Or like however the fuck a 5-year-old would say it, like, you know, hi. And she was like, hi, oh yeah, how are you? So I ended up coming into her house. You know, we were just doing a bunch of fun shit. She was reading me a fun book about like science, and we made brownies, and it was incredibly fun. Until at about, I think it was like 8:30, we get a knock at the door. It was my parents. What do you think they said? What? Tell me what you think my parents said. There you are. Except it wasn't so much there you are as much as it was there you are. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I had not told my parents I was going to my neighbor's house. I kind of just went over there. When your 4 to 6-year-old child just leaves your house and you don't know where they are, I think that's kind of time for you to settle an Amber Alert. Or that's what they thought, at least. So they look at me and they're like, we didn't know where you were. We nearly called the police on you because we were like, where the fuck is our child? And of course, Laura, poor Laura, is just there like, I had no idea. And my parents are like, okay, that's fine. Wanted you to know, Anna, we almost called the police on you, so no, fun time. Laura was sweet. She gave me the book. She sincerely apologized to my parents. And I got grounded for leaving without permission. The funniest thing is though, when I was grounded when I was young, basically grounded was like no story that night. I remember I used to be like a kleptomaniac when I was like 7. I was like stealing everybody's shit at school, and I got caught for it. And like the punishment was I didn't get a story that night. I just kind of had to give the shit back. Fun time. And I hope you enjoyed those stories. If you did, please subscribe and like, you know, like, comment, all that bullshit, stuff like that. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.